What's going on, YouTube world? Welcome back to Little Bit Man Gaming, bringing you a review. I just got done watching the 4 hours of Zack Snyder's Justice League. I should say not Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League. But first things first, if you could hit that like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification button. Also, leave a comment down below what you thought of the Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. Did you like it? Did you like it better than the original movie? Which I'm hearing from people with reviews and people on YouTube and whatnot. Everybody's liking this better than the Justice League movie, the one that we got so many years ago. But yeah, just let me know in the comments down below how you feel about that. For those who are subscribed, thank you, love you, appreciate you. And to the new subscriber, also thank you, love you, appreciate you. Thank you for taking your time to hit that subscribe button and become part of the tribe. For those who are not, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, become part of the tribe. You get all great types of videos like these. Videos like later I will have a new game on the channel. It's Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Also down the line, I'm gonna be doing some more Marvel Avengers because they just released Hawkeye and some Luigi's Mansion 3 and Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. But that is all later. Right now, I need those who are subscribed just to keep doing what you're doing and just liking, sharing, and just watch, you know. And those, like I said, those who are not subscribed, what you waiting for? Become part of the tribe. But yeah, let's break this movie down. So, now I will confirm one thing. This is not going to be a spoiler review. I'm not going to spoil anything because this movie is too good to spoil. But this is what I will tell you. I will confirm this to you. That what we seen, or what we seen in the original movie, what they said, what Zack Snyder said, how pretty much nothing is going to be, we're not going to see any type of scenes from the original Justice League movie with, you know, that Joss Whedon did. We're going to see everything is going to be either expanded upon or basically new. And that's what we get. So do we get like completely all new scenes, like this is a whole different movie? No. We do get some scenes are still, some of the scenes in the movie are scenes that we already have seen. And they have said that before too. You know, I know Zack Snyder said that, you know, none of the scenes from Joss Whedon's Justice League was going to be in there, but he was right in a regard. And what I mean by that is the scenes that are in there that we have seen before are expanded upon. Like the whole scene, I know people already heard this, the whole scene with, you know, the whole scene with, we see in the trailer with Wonder Woman checking out the little hieroglyphics of Darkseid and learning the history of the mother boxes at Darkseid. We've seen that in the trailer. That's actually an expanded scene of a scene that we already got in the original Justice League movie. I won't tell you what that leads into, but that scene itself is an expanded scene. It's a scene that it attaches on to the scene that we already seen before. So we get to see that. We get the most, and then like I said, for the most part, we get a lot of new scenes that we haven't seen before, like the nightmare. We get a couple of nightmare scenes. I won't tell you where. I'm not gonna tell you where these nightmare scenes at. How it plays out, but it plays out pretty cool. You know, the whole nightmare scene with Joker, Batman. You know, we get that scene, and it's a lot of we get to see a lot of cool things. We get to see a lot of cool people and who survive in that nightmare world. And it's a lot more than just Batman and Joker. But yeah, it pretty much starts out like how it pretty much starts off like I said from, or I never said it, but it starts off from the end of Batman v Superman. This joint kicks off from that. You know, it shows you how this all began, and it gives this movie. Okay, one of the things that I had a problem with the original Justice League was that some of the scenes didn't have enough context. Like what Lex Luthor meant by the bell's been rung, or how did they get to this point? It was just like they were just there. Like it was like it felt like it was rushed. It felt like it was rushed. It felt like it really wasn't like all together complete. They just rushed into this to this to this to this. And then there are scenes the scene when he said we wasn't gonna see scenes from the original, he really meant that. Like he took out all the things that in the original Justice League. Like there is no scene with the people, with the family living in the town. Flash pushing them out the way. Like even that scene itself is in a darker tone. Everything has like a darker, more gritty tone in this movie, and it served it well. The tone of the original Justice League was okay. Was it watchable? Yes. Did I buy it on DVD? Yes. It's a Justice League movie. I ain't say it was that horrible to where I couldn't never watch it, but I did buy it because it was a Justice League movie and I'm a movie collector. I brought Batman v Superman. I had to buy Justice League, right? But when you compare the two, that truly is a whole different movie, right? Like everything we seen, and that's the one thing I do like when we do see scenes from the original Justice League. Like I said earlier, they're not they start out the same, but then they expand. They go into a whole different direction. Whole different things happen. Like okay, I remember this scene is about to happen this way, but then it's like nope. Now we start you off with what you did remember, but this is how it's different in minds. Like everything that we know about the whole Batman, when they brought Clark back to life scene, that whole scene starts off a little bit, like it's here leading up to him getting brought back to life. There's a little bit of the same scenes, a little bit, but it's also different in ways. They talk different, they have different dialogue. It happens differently, and then it also happens with how they bring them back. Like that whole scene when they bring them back, that happens a little differently, but it still happens the same. It's still the same concept. But then we get to the part when he comes back to life. We don't get the Pet Cemetery. We don't get the Pet Cemetery reference at all in this movie. But we do get he's confused, right? We do get that. We know that part. We do get the he's confused. He doesn't know who he is. But what happens in between all that stuff is different. What happens when they start fighting is kind of different. Even with the whole, the whole your levels are spiking. That scene even is different. That scene is different. The whole how he ended up going shit. How he trying to control himself because his defense system. That the way how he say it, the way how it happens is different now. It doesn't happen the same way it happened in that movie. Even though he says the same line that shit, it's my defense mechanism. I can't control it. He still says that, but he says it in a different tone. He says it in a different way. What leads up to it is a different way. We still do get him scanning, but it's in a different way. Then I kind of gave you a little context. I won't give you everything that happened in that scene differently, but stuff happened differently. The fight happened differently. Certain things would cut out completely. Like what we knew happened in that scene, some things didn't happen that way. We had a different take on certain stuff that happened. It's hard to say without trying to go into the great detail, but I want you to see that. I will tell you that scene plays. It does two things. It plays similar and different at the same time. And you would notice that when you watch this movie, you would notice that any scene that's the same is also different at the same time. And that's a thing you need to go into when you watch this movie. Think about this. Same but different at the same time, because that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see the sun. You're gonna see it either start. You're gonna either see it start the same, or a part like the middle or end, or the middle or end be the same, but maybe that beginning or middle was different, or maybe that beginning was the same, but the middle and ending was different. And that's how you're gonna see scenes in this movie. And like for 4 hours, everything is broken down into chapters. You do once you get to a certain point, it will be like, it will say, the screen will go black. It'll be like chapter 1 or chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. We all seen the little post about how many chapters there is, and then the final chapter, which is epilogue. And then, but yeah, that's how they do it. Like once the first couple of minutes rolls out of the first scene of the movie rolls out, there it goes into chapter 1. And you get certain scenes the same. The recruiting scene, like I said, the recruiting scene with Arthur, when he goes to recruit Arthur, we get to see that. We get to see that scene plays out somewhat similar but different. We get a scene we get more of Flash. We get a scene that was shown in the trailers, even for the original, but was never seen in the original, with a certain person, certain future love interest. We do get to see that scene. That scene is put back into the movie. It's so many things that went right with this movie that could have went right with the original, but unfortunate circumstances. We all know the man had to step away because of his passing of his daughter. But what this man's vision of what the Justice League, what everything could be, was so great that, in my eyes, I'm with everybody. I'm on board with everybody else. If you just continue the DCEU in this vein, let him just have full reign and control, I think the DCEU will be in better hands that way. Because how he handled each character and each character's stories. You gotta remember, Batman haven't had a solo movie yet. So, and we might not never get it now because the state of the DCEU, we don't know what's going to happen. The only people we know for sure are getting solo movies right now is Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and Shazam. We only know they're the only three that's getting solo movies. Don't know what's going on with Superman, with the rumors that he might get replaced. They on and off again with that. Bruce Wayne's Batman's only going to show up again after this, I think, in the Flash movie. And then, I forgot the Flash is also getting his own movie. But we don't know what's the state. Even though they getting these solo movies, they saying we might not even, depending on if they sway by the overwhelming performance in this movie, which I'm hearing is performing good, we're probably going to get another Justice League movie. I'm hoping we get a Justice League movie in this vein, because from what I hear, this movie is the actual movie that leads into this version of the movie. Actually leads into Wonder Woman and Aquaman and the Flash, because we heard from the director of Wonder Woman. She said that her Wonder Woman movie, not just Wonder Woman, but and a sequel, they followed the events of this version of Justice League. They never followed the events of Joss Whedon. And as far as they're concerned, Joss Whedon's version of Justice League is in its own universe, its own continuity. It's not even, they don't consider it canon even. It's non-canon. They said at this point, they said the canon version is this version, the 4-hour movie I just got done watching. But and what else can I say about this movie without spoiling it? I mean, it's a fantastic movie. The scene they flesh out it even though for 4 hours it took 4 hours, they still managed to keep you entertained with each scene. Not just because you want to see what's different, you want to see how the movie plays, but it's everybody's individual story building up to the formation of Justice League had its own way. This time around, like let me tell you this: when I first seen Justice League, the only characters I cared about was Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. I would say okay, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, the Flash, and Aquaman. I had no care, and I had no care about Cyborg whatsoever. And the only reason why originally I was going to just go to say Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and the Flash. At first I didn't even care about Aquaman, but they made Aquaman good in there, so it's like okay, they made me care about Aquaman. But going into seeing that for the first time, I was like, okay, I'm not really going to care about Aquaman or Cyborg. I'm really, because from what I seen in the trailers, that they parts didn't even get me hyped. But I was hyped for the Flash, Wonder Woman, and Superman, Batman. After seeing the movie, then it became Aquaman too. But still, it still couldn't change my mind on Cyborg because everything we seen in this version, with the scenes that we seen in this version, is the scenes we was supposed to get in the original version with Cyborg. And had this happened in the original version, I wouldn't care about Cyborg. After seeing now this version, Zack Snyder's version, I care about Cyborg because his story and what they showed for him, and his build up, and how they had to build him up to being a hero. I actually cared about his story now. After seeing this, I'm excited for all of them because it wasn't just me just being like, okay, the usual Flash, Superman, all of them. Now I'm excited for everybody, and especially Cyborg in the particular because it fleshes out him even more. Because that was one of my main things about the Justice League movie was that they just it felt like Cyborg was just thrown in there with no context, no story. We know he had some type of accident. We know something the mother box fused with him, or his father did the experiment to fuse him with the mother box, but that was it. Then once they gave you that little bits and juices, then it just completely went to him just being pursued by Wonder Woman, and then him joining the Justice League. This movie, it shows you more his struggle with his father, with the decision to make him into Cyborg, and how the accident happened, who he was before the accident. We get to find out he was always a genius, not just a star athlete, but he also developed his father's genius level intellect. So we get to find out his intellect is just not from the mother box and the technology, but it's also from the fact that what he got naturally from his father. But yeah, I mean, even for Diana had her own little spots in there. Like I said, Bruce had his moments. Superman had his moments. Everybody got their moment to shine in this 4-hour movie, and it was a lot better for it. If I had to give it anything, I would give it. I'll give it a 5. No, I'm just playing. I wasn't about to give it 5. I'll give it 10 big ups. 10 big ups all the way around. Great movie. Perfect movie. I loved it. Don't have no complaints about it. Enjoyed every 4 hours of it. And probably going to watch it again later on tonight because it was that good. Like, I got to rewatch it again. That's how good the movie is. Do I recommend you get HBO Max and watch it? Yes. Watch the movie, get HBO Max, watch it, because it is a great movie to check out. It is greatly, by all leaps and bounds, better than the original Justice League movie, and I pray that they get more this type of Justice League, or more this type of his version of what the DCEU would be. I'm hoping this relaunches that. But that's all I got. Yeah, right here. Hit this button right here for more of my reviews. It'll give you all of my reviews. You could enjoy all of my reviews. You could go back, watch them, leave a comment, and I would see it. And hey, maybe we could have a discussion about it. I got all the time in the world. Hit this button right here to become part of the tribe, come on, right here, hit that button. Become part of the tribe and the family. And so you always get hit and hit that notification with that button. So you can always get more of me and more of my great, amazing content. And so you can stay tuned for the new content I got coming to the channel. Trust me, I got some new content coming to the channel. And which starting with today, like I said, with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So stay tuned to that. Or hit any one of these amazing videos and you'll enjoy some more amazing my amazing content. But I'm done. I'm gonna get out your face now. Yeah. See you in the next one. Peace.